God made everything beautiful. He made everything good and perfect. But what you're doing with what he made good is what's not good. I'm trying to respect you, but how can I respect you if you don't respect yourself? All right, listen up. I want to talk about women. Technically, though, everybody in this generation. I told you guys, I think a couple videos ago, that I had a topic that I wanted to talk about. It's now in my mind more. So I had this thought. I don't know when the thought arose originally, but it's been in my mind a whole bunch. And it's probably one of those thoughts that I keep in my head of me thinking, I want to seem smart and have my own original take that nobody else has. So I'm gonna give this out and throw this out here, and you can tell me if you've heard it before or not. Regardless, I think it stands perfectly factual. Actually, this is about women, kind of. So I think it's worse for a woman, or harder for a woman, to be a Christian than a man, because a lot of what men do, they do to pertain to women. So take this for example, right? You're a woman, you go through puberty, whatever. The boys of your age haven't hit puberty, but the older boys that have are looking at you because you have. And despite the fact that you're younger, they're still preying on you, which means that they're going to want to talk to you and you're going to think, oh my gosh, an older boy likes me, blah, 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 blah. But really, he's just got the urge to, dang, this girl is hot. Should do something with that. And I've heard it a whole bunch. I won't say time and time again because I haven't heard exact stories, but I've heard the, TikTok speaks, as I see a bunch of people putting on their stories these TikToks of girls saying, oh, looking back is realizing why was a 22-year-old man interested in me at 16 years old, or why was there a 15-year-old interested in me at 12 years old. When you're exposed to these kind of things earlier, it gets put in your brain that, oh, this is okay, and you kind of just grow used to it. And this is before, or maybe slightly after, your parents had to talk with you, or you even learn about it, whatever, in health class. Regardless, it's not something that should be experienced that young. It should be sacred, And I think that it might have come up from one of the songs I've listened to before. Just gonna pop up the lyrics right here. It's a Dave song, How I Met My Ex. It's like a 7-minute song. It's a great song though. Very lyrical. Here we go. Why should girls be punished for a male's dirty mind? And that's kind of stuck with me because you hear a lot about girls nowadays. Why can't I wear this? Why can't I wear that? It's if he shouldn't be looking at me like that. Blah 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 blah. And then there's the story of Costco. It was Costco. I know it was red. Okay, Costco lady. It was Costco lady. Basically, you hear stories of, oh, lady gets sent home because they're body shaming because I was following the dress code, whatever. And in a perfect world, we know that this shouldn't be an issue because, men should just be able to control themselves, whatever. But at the same time, if you're a Christian woman, this type of thing, I just straight up, oh, can you even see? Did I change the camera angle? Oh, I didn't change it back. But if you're a Christian, this type of thing shouldn't even happen, because 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 9, I want the women to dress modestly with decency, propriety, and adorning themselves not with elaborate hairstyles, gold or pearls, or expensive clothes. And let's even kick it to the KJV real quick. In like manner, also the women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broided hair or gold or pearls or costly array. We can even break out the whole big dictionary just to make sure that we getting these right. The biblical dictionary too. This is the Bind's Complete Expository Dictionary of Old and New Testament Words, with a topical index. All right, so the women adorn themselves in modest apparel. Modest, from Cosmios. Orderly, well arranged, decent, modest, akin to cosmos, the Greek word. In its primary sense, a harmonious arrangement, adornment, is used in 1 Timothy 2:9, which we're here right now, of the apparel with which Christian women are to adorn themselves. This doesn't even define it. It really doesn't even define it, other than orderly, well arranged, decent, and modest. We can go to Blue Letter. I be forgetting Blue Letter exists. Well arranged, seemly, modest, or of good behavior. All right, well, we know what it means. All right, well, we know what it means when it's talking about modestly. You're supposed to dress not revealing, essentially. Even if we just Google moderate, fair, tolerable, passable, adequate, humble, self-depreciating, unpretentious, unassuming. You don't leave anything to be assumed. So I'm not, you know what? No, I am ripping on her for this because it's like, yo, even Don. The funny thing about Don, when he streamed, anytime he saw women in yoga pants, he said it's basically just naked with colors, and he's right. And that's the same situation with what's going on here. It's not unassuming at all. It's not shy. It's not low key. It's not timid. It's not quiet, mild. None of this. This is, to me, I get that you want to do your job. I don't get how this is comfortable. I don't see how leggings are comfortable. I don't see how you could be comfortable just going out, walking around naked all the time. You know what I'm saying? And it goes back to 1 Corinthians 8:13. If food makes my brother stumble, I will never eat meat lest I make my brother stumble. Therefore, if what I eat causes my brother to fall into sin, I will never eat meat again, so that I will not cause them to fall. And this could be gone for anything else. If you're doing something that makes somebody else fall, you just shouldn't do it. And the whole reason that this became a controversy, they body shamed her. No one cares that you were born with your body. We don't care about your body shape or care about what you're doing with it. It's not about what shape you are. It's what you're doing with it. God made everything beautiful. He made everything good and perfect. But what you're doing with what he made good is what's not good. So this goes back to what I was talking about. It's harder because not only are we being told, oh yeah, let them, wear what they want, and then we're just feeding into this. You look back in a day, nobody was women were wearing them dresses, them long ones. Them back in the days, they was wearing these like unassuming, nothing. You can get these $20 off Shein. Ain't nobody doing that. You know what I'm saying? This used to be the thing. Look at this, used to be the drip. What happened? Now you go around anywhere, you seeing this. What happened? Just 100 years ago, we was in this. We was dripped out with these. What happened? And we're getting told body shaming. Ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody body shaming you. It's just what you choose to do with it. So obviously I'm speaking in an ideal world, but also in an ideal world, this wouldn't be an issue. Rapes wouldn't happen, nothing like that. So we can't only speak in an ideal world, but what I can show is how this is issues. If you went according to what the book says, there wouldn't be any issues here. You'd be able to do your job, and that's it. Some people argue about whether women are even allowed to work outside the home. All I'm seeing is Proverbs 31, which is a proverb, so it's mostly about the wisdom and not actually about, this is what should happen. But at the same time, there's wisdom in it, so, follow it. Personally, that's the path I want to pursue, even though the path I'm on right now, I'm not going to be making too much money, but that's not an issue because I got God. And the job that I'm doing is very important, or that I will be doing, if God allows me to do it, God willing. It will be very important to the future of this nation. I'll be a teacher of children. And in just the same way they're pushing this propaganda of, oh, you can be gay, you can be trans, you can do whatever you want, I'm going to be pushing, hey, you see this book on my desk? That's the Bible right there. Talk to me, get at me. Let me tell you something. Same way we say in the Pledge of Allegiance in my class, we praying. Get at me. And when men are told to lead in almost anything anyway by biblical demand, it's harder for, women are just, their nature, technically their nature is that they're gonna want to rule over the man. But what their nature is supposed to be is to not do that. So when they are allowed to go under the rule of the man and they're under the rule of a demonic man, it's just harder to follow in God's path. The same way we're told to not be unequally yoked. A lot of women will be like, oh yeah, my boyfriend, he's not exactly Christian, but I am, so we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. And then she get to making decisions, and then that's not God's will. Now it may be She's trying to make the decision to raise the kids Christian, but you already put them in the hands of an unchristian man. So you already messed the sauce up a little bit. And that's all I'm seeing. I'm seeing all these girls going around, you know, wearing the stuff they wearing and doing the things they do because that's how they were guided. They weren't guided. As I told you with my paper, 31% of Americans have not been to a religious service. It's these fathers. They're failing their children. They're failing society. They're not doing anything. I guarantee you. You ask your father, yo, how's your daughter doing in school? I don't know. How's your kid doing? I don't know. My dad be talking with me. We talk all the time. I tell him, yo, he just texted me the other day. Yeah, literally yesterday. He texted me, hey, how you doing? Did you get to see the eclipse? I said, I'm doing good. I got 2 papers and a presentation to do, but I'm doing good. And then, you know, I told him about the eclipse or whatever. But the thing is, he checking in on me, make sure I'm doing okay. And he always tells me, I don't have to worry about you at school. You just do it, which is true. But at the same time, he knows if I didn't do it, then there's something to worry about. But he's there. He's checking in. He's making sure that I'm on the right path. And I tell him, I'm pushing him to be a better Christian. That's crazy. You know, he raised me in it. I took it serious, but not as seriously as he took it. So now I'm pushing him to be better. And the thing with these secular families, they're not even pushing them to like hold a decent bit of morality. Like, you know, your wife ain't going outside in no leggings and all this crop tops and all that stuff, but you gonna let your daughter do it? And then as soon as she grown up, she like 15, 16, and she's going out in these leggings, and guess what? Your wife's indoctrinated in it too. Now she's doing it. I ain't never seen my mom in a pair of leggings. Tell me why as soon as she started like, you know what I'm saying, working out, going to the gym, all this stuff, she's in them around the house. And I'm like, yeah, what's going on here? I ain't actually asked her. I don't really care, you know. That's a whole nother conversation for another time. But I'm like, yo, what happened? This wasn't normal. This didn't used to be normal. I ain't never seen this activity out of you the first 15 years of my life. What happened? You know? And then with the makeup and all that, personally, I'm not a fan. It just ruins self-confidence, one, and diminishes what God already made good. You know, I swear skin be so normal before you start putting it on, and then after you put it on, that's when it starts getting wrinkly and all that and disgusting. And you look at somebody without it, you say, what's going on there? It's getting all the way jacked up. Why do these men have good skin but the women don't? That just don't make sense. That don't make sense. Right? Spitting conspiracies. I think I'm only spitting facts, but brothers, we got to do a better job leading, whether that be family, the women, everything around us, the community. It's our job to lead. We got to be better at it. Even the men that, even if you're not religious, do a better job, bro. Society's failing. The women, trust the men, but also use your better judgment, please. 1 Timothy 2:9, please. Told the story at the end of the last one, how I got trapped. There's like 5 of y'all around me. I couldn't do nothing. I ain't look at them, but at the same time, I shouldn't be, you know, put in a situation where I ain't got nowhere to look. Like, what happened? I had to look at my phone or the sky or something to just, you know? I'm trying to respect you, but how can I respect you if you don't respect yourself? That's gonna be it. That's all I want to talk about for right now. Probably be a part 2 on this video when I, you know, get further in the word and know more. But it's a starting point. It's the starting point because I care. That's the thing. I care. I care too much, man. Too much. I want a family. I want kids and a modest wife. Instability in my life because God determined it. That's it. That's all I want. Will I get it? Who knows? At this rate, I'd say yeah, but shoot, man, shoot. All the women that I've seen as Christian, they all in college, which means they probably trying to use their degrees, get a job, blah, 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 blah. I don't want that. Stay home, please. I'm possessive. I'm very possessive. Stay home. Be there when I get off work. Be there when I wake up in the morning. Be there for the kids. Stay home. That's it. That's all I want. I be praying for it. Not now, not for right now. I'm not in the space to have all that right now, but one day God gonna come through. In the name of his son Jesus, I pray. I do. All right, that's gonna be the end of the video. I hope you guys have yourselves fantastic the rest of your day. Peace.